Hello, there sure is a lot going on here. Welcome to Scorpio season. I am your host, Scorpio Rising, sometimes known as the true Scorpio of the Zodiac, but that's why I look like this, so you're welcome. Anyways, yeah, so I just did like 10 minutes of this and just stopped and was like, I want to be. No. So I decided to start over, but I really like what has come out, and I want to honor this reading. So I'm going to proceed with the cards and do the reading, but I also want to center myself with some sounds, and since this is a general reading to start my night off, I am going to share it with you. So before I get to that, just want to let you know I am about to do a bonus video for Scorpio, happy birthday, and a bonus video for Capricorn, because even when my views are low, which I understand those videos were very dark, probably looked like shit, may sounded like shit, totally keep forgetting to check my fucking mic, sorry if this sounds like shit, I don't blame y'all, but Capricorn always comes through. It's crazy. I do so many bonus Capricorn videos. Thank you once again. It's a little undecided what decks I will be using for the individual bonus readings, but we now are going to check in with the collective. So let's get into the headspace for it. Okay. That is nice. That is really nice. I want to keep it out, but I also feel like I should put it away. I guess I can put it over here and be safe. Okay, so I'm also probably going to rearrange yet again because I love to do it. It's about that time. And oh, somebody fell over. That thing really calmed me down. Wow. Sometimes, lately, when I'm doing this, I thought it was the mystery deck. But, sometimes I'm just brought to a whisper. And people know I enjoy whispering. It's very weird. So, anyways, searching for my voice. Searching for my voice. Searching for my voice. I think I'm more inspired to make music right now than I am to do this tarot. It's funny, because as I briefly mentioned, I was going for 10 minutes before I just had to stop and start over. It's very odd. So there's obviously a lot of messages coming through, I should say. So the plan here is to do this general reading, which is very much reflecting the twin flame conversation that we were having over on Instagram Live. You can go to @Illuminaughty and check out the last video I posted. It was a reading with the mystery deck, which is not so mysterious anymore, but I still will refer to it as the mystery deck. And you can kind of get filled in on what I'm referring to when I say the twin flame narrative. Apparently this is about to be a thing. It's something I've never really done before. I just, the other day, it came up, and it was one of the best readings that I've probably ever done, so I am honoring the fact that these cards are looking very much like a continuation of that. So go check out that video over on Instagram if you want to get caught up. We'll not be slowing down or answering questions at this time. We're going to just go. So we have the Empress, very much Taurus card. I've rescinded, if that's the word, rescinded the Hierophant as Taurus. And I am electing the Empress. It just makes more sense. So, this would be representing the feminine. Now, please do not get caught up on sex and gender. It's a whole scale. Again, if you go watch the Instagram video, you can know more. But I don't want to repeat myself for those who were tuned in. So go watch it, catch up, come back. No problem. This is going to be the narrative or perspective of the feminine. Now, what's interesting is we have, this is a reverse bottom of the deck. We have the Queen of Swords. Ooh, and the top of the deck is Six of Swords, victory. So, will things work out? Yes, I would say even undoubtedly. Oh, Dominion. Yeah, okay. 2 of Wands, 6 of Wands. Dominion and victory. Yes, things are going to work out. So don't fret and don't hold your breath at the same time. Okay. So very contrasting energies. It's almost like we are seeing the feminine as the Empress, but they're low-key being the Queen of Swords. Now, what's interesting is I've paired them off even in the story. Again, watch the live. It was, so fire and water, earth and air. Now, if you're not dealing with one of those, maybe somebody met you, and I don't know, or maybe it doesn't matter, you can mix it up. But, you know, we're not always with our twin flames, and not always meant to be with our twin flames, and I think some people maybe don't even meet their twin flames. I don't know. It's something I don't know much about. It just, like I said, came through, so fuck it. I also just want to remind you, in case you don't know much about the zodiac, Scorpio is a water sign. They're just also the color red. So I don't want to be confusing and make you think Scorpio's fire, because I usually use this to indicate the element. Scorpio is a water sign, but very much just the color red. So continue. We have the universal hexagram. That's another reason I knew this was a twin flame reading once again, which I thought was just like that deck, but this might just be a thing that I'm doing now. Oh, slightly reluctantly. Divine feminine, divine masculine coming together in divine union. But this is all perspective of the Empress, who is mirroring the masculine. Already knows her piece, already knows her place, already has her status, power, wealth, everything. Like the Empress is in control always. But the Queen of Swords has a very different energy. And the reason that I jumped to saying mirroring the masculine is because air is one of the masculine elements, whereas Earth, our new Taurus Queen, is feminine. So, because it's the Queen and the Empress, it's indicating double feminine. But that's how you know when the feminine is her own and when she is mirroring. Okay. Again, sex and gender don't need to apply to the dynamic. It is just a way to differentiate. Okay. It's mostly about the elements. So, I've got this little pile with judgment right on top, the Eon. There's a lot of judgment surrounding this connection for some reason. Now, whatever the reason is, it's like maybe you don't know, but also maybe you don't care, because here it is, this union makes you happy. Whether you're the feminine or the masculine, doesn't matter. This is once again told about or from the feminine's perspective. So the idea is that this is her story, but you can watch along regardless. You know what I'm saying? Because your story is their story, is their story is your story. If you have this connection, which this is a very intense sort of bond, and you should not just tread lightly with labeling or thinking someone is your twin, because that takes a lot of self-reflection. And you might start to see, maybe not this person, not that person, and learn very hard lessons along the way. Okay, I think I'm speaking from experience by saying that. There's karmics and soulmates and twin flames. So, knowing the difference to begin with, excellent. So, universal hexagram. This union makes you happy. Your cup overfloweth. Beautiful. But in this other corner, we have the devil. Now, you could be dealing with a Capricorn. Shout out to my Capricorn people. The devil is a dick. The devil is a dick. The devil is a devil is a devil is a dick. Okay. So, it kind of makes me think that the masculine could have antagonized something for sure, but it's almost like the feminine is being the devil character, dealing with the addiction, dealing with the possessiveness, dealing with the vices, dealing with the attitude, just being a dick. You know, it kind of does sound like the fault of the femme. But again, where did she learn it from? But the masculine, so mirroring. Okay, I'm going to reveal these in a second. What is the judgment? Is this an inner judgment or an outward judgment? Is it an outside judgment or an inside judgment? Is this coming from the relationship or is it coming towards the relationship? Because the thing is, if you're starting at the core having judgments against each other or being together, then you are setting yourself up for failure. But if you have people who judge you, right, then you simply are challenged with adversity, right? We have Queen of Wands. So this is interesting too because double masculine with the wands, Queen of Swords and Queen of Wands, air and fire. The feminine becoming in touch with her emotions once again, okay? But also accepting the judgment, accepting the backlash, accepting that not everybody is going to like her, whether that's you or the partner in question, the twin, okay? Coming to terms with not everyone will approve, ever. We have the Chariot, could be dealing with a Cancer, but also it's a road ahead, you know. It's a very ambiguous card because I have always thought of it as such a good thing, but the whole point in this deck is that it's not just any particular roadblocks, but the Griffins, or whatever the fuck's pulling this Chariot, have gone on strike, essentially. They're like, we're not going anywhere, chief, until you feed us, or pay us. Could you pay Griffins? Treat us with some goddamn respect. This is not a smooth moving Chariot, even though the Chariot does usually represent sort of smooth sailing, new path, fresh start, all that, going places. And it's funny because that is usually how I read it. But it's context in this case where, yeah, we're dipping into the downside to the Chariot, right? We have the Princess of Discs. Now's a great time to make an investment. If you're thinking about going for this new person, if you're thinking about going to the next level with your person, if you're thinking about getting a new job, or even fuck a job and you're investing in a business, okay? It doesn't matter what the investment is, time, love, money, place. I don't know why I said place, but you get what I'm saying. Anything that you can invest whatever into is worth investing right now. Here's the thing, it's harvest season. I mean, really, Libra season is harvest season. Scorpio is when things start to die. So it's the crossover. This is when you decide what you're going to plant next spring. So we got to do the cleanup. We got to do the clearing. We got to do, maybe you would even say, the cleansing. I mean, this is hardcore spooky season. And everybody thinks it's going to end on Halloween, but no. Have you ever been to November? Jesus. You really think Scorpio and Sagittarius are, dare I even utter the words, Xmas, if you will. Please. Spooky. Up and down all day. So, it's only beginning. Like, how long was Persephone in the underworld? Okay? So, now is really the time to cultivate new ideas, new plans, new fucking investments. Seeds won't really be planted till spring, but that's why Now it's time for clearing, because then it's going to snow and it's going to be a rest. Going to sleep on it, going to think on it, going to dream on it, going to plan for it, going to do the back. I almost said the backwoods, and I was thinking about the grunt work. So combine those two phrases, you get it. And then come spring, we'll be ready to plant. Then we party all summer. And then bam, it's harvest season once again. And you'll see what happens. So, emphasis on right now being the time that you choose. Invest in your goddamn self. How about that? And then boom, 10 of Cups, satiety. I mean, how do you do better than the 9 of Cups? You get the 10 of Cups. Cup overfloweth and continues to flow. Okay? It's insane, right? Over the moon. And then Ace of Discs, that bag is secured. We haven't even mentioned money in this entire fucking reading. And it's just a reminder that, like, the reason that it hasn't come up is because it's something that need not worry. Like, it's secure. So, fuck it. 8 of Wands, swiftness. Okay, so here's the thing. I personally, I like this card. Maybe it's just who I am as a person, but it's a bit impulsive. It's a little bit scattered all over the place. It's basically like acting a little too quickly on emotions, okay? So sometimes it's a act fast, act now, motivation, but in this scenario, the reason that I know it's more of a, don't be too, you want to go Godspeed, not so quickly, okay? The reason I know that is because the next card is Prince of Wands, okay? Now, here's the thing I'm going to say right now. This is what I'm going to say. And now I'm not, okay? No judgments, right? The eon is not the I, it is. So I'm just putting this out here. This is looking like one of two things. Okay, you are either on the road towards, like, again, with the impulsivity, maybe a little bit of explosivity, can cause a lot of regression. Well, I thought it was that one for a second, don't ask. It can cause somewhat of a regression. So we were seeing the Queen of Wands, and the masculine's not even being talked about, but all of a sudden the Prince of Wands comes back up, and it's like, somebody, it's emotionally stunted, and when it comes backwards like this, where you're not starting at this point, you're ending at this point, it's kind of like, that's like a big step back. Now, it's the first prince, so I am going to have to give that one to the masculines. This is like the feminine finally gets her shit together, everything starts working out. All of a sudden, y'all are throwing a fit based on something you felt in a moment. Now, she's finally maturing, handling her shit, and getting together, clearing and cultivating, and all of a sudden, you're like, well, I better fuck it up. Ha! Please. Alternatively, could just be a baby. But it's the Prince of Wands, not the Prince of Cups. So less on the baby, but the Queen of Wands and Prince of Wands paired together as such, mother and child. But more likely the masculine being emotionally immature at the end of all of it. What a cycle. Because the typical narrative for the twin flame relationship is the masculine's fucking around and being a dick and doesn't have his shit together. The feminine will not wait, but she'll always be there, or some bullshit. But like, I think this is why the story came to me, because I think a lot of people never want to blame the feminine for anything, but the whole live, the other deck, it was like, no, the feminine is definitely on some fuck shit right now. So, very hard, but the thing is, it's almost like the feminine gets her shit together way more quickly to realize that the masculine still has issues to work out. And that's then it's the tired old narrative about that. right? So we have the Hangman, dedication. The thing is, you either get to the point where you're dedicated to each other or you're locked in with the kid. All right? So I think either way, the whole point is the connection is never broken, right? Which is a little fucked in a way. What's this? Lust. Okay. Could be Leo, but it's also that physical attraction, pure romance, pure pleasure, you know. But that, I think, is such as a moth to a flame is a flame to its twin. Okay. Akin. Because the Leo card is fire and lust. It's literally perfect. You're maybe even insanely attracted to each other. Insanely attracted to each other, and it's hopeless otherwise. No matter who's a dick. Because right now it's the feminine, but later it's the masculine, and it's like, okay, so is everybody a dick then? Because remember, victory. That sounded so good, didn't it? Pretty much done. Gotta reveal these last cards, and then I do have demons if you want to hear them. In reverse, next to, well, in reverse above the devil, what do we have here? Okay, so I actually love to see this because this was the bottom of the deck before I shuffled. When I first picked up the cards to do this reading, the Five of Swords was at the bottom of the deck. Now, in the upright, we're looking at defeat, and we're looking at the Ace of Cups. Now, defeat is obviously all swords in, but not in the same way as the Six of Swords, where all swords are in to work together to create something. These swords are in because they're forfeiting, right? So it's like it's neither being defeated or defeating anyone. It's more of a draw, in a sense. It's that five. It's the middle, okay? And then we have the Ace of Cups. Perspective, thought, mindset, mind frame, programming, okay, whatever you gotta call it. So this is like having a defeated mindset. This is like setting yourself up for failure. It's self-sabotage, all that. So sitting above the devil were these two cards in reverse, which in this deck indicates the opposite, of course. And what I say to you now is how to defeat this devil. Let that go. Let that evil Silenzio Bruno. Silenzio Bruno. Okay? No more evil thoughts. Just throw away that mindset that I could never do it. I'm not good enough. Just get rid of it. Self-sabotage is so ugly to have to look at. No matter how beautiful the sabotager or the self is. Self-sabotage is unhealthy. Yeah. Okay. But it all works out. Another one. You got victory. You got happy, satiety. You got the universe. I mean, if you have found your twin flame, or if you haven't yet, this is, you know, what popped in my mind just now is, this is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. I don't even know if that's really the right tune, but you get what I'm saying. Okay, this is the time where people are going to unite. At a certain time, well, I guess it doesn't matter. We sort of decide before we get here, don't we? Right? Maybe we don't. It's all about what you believe, isn't it? So anyways, I'm not going to ramble about that. Take it all with a grain of salt, because I am indeed one salty bitch. Let's get to the demons. Let's get to the demons. I've been, like, really thumping this table tonight, and I'm not really sure why. I accidentally put these in alphabetical order? No. She is definitely after F, right? Yeah. Okay, I'm starting with Ganga Grima. Beware of excessive pride, bragging, or not judging a situation or knowing all of the facts before getting involved. And it's page 69. Nice. Beware of excessive pride, bragging, or not judging a situation or knowing all of the facts before getting involved. All right, so I'm feeling like this is two separate sort of like messages in one run-on sentence. So many of these. Jesus, I don't know. I appreciate what you've done here, Ariana, but lots of run-on sentences. So Scorpio season is going to have everybody in a mood, especially the Scorpio placements. Unstoppable, untouchable bullshit, okay? Try to not get ahead about it. It's okay. Dome's big enough as it is. Just chill out on that. So beware of excessive pride and bragging. Beware of excessive pride and bragging. But also, beware of not judging a situation or knowing all of the facts before getting involved. Do not go sticking your nose where it don't belong in other people's business. See, I've been singing. Did I say that at the beginning of this one or the one that I cut out? More in the mood to do music right now than tarot for some reason. So, I've got Flavros next. I'll put the book down, though, because I think it needs to sink in. Need to chill, be nice, not jump to conclusions, not jump in fights. It's Scorpio season. Those are all very likely very on-brand things. Okay, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, yes, we'll get to Flavros, but just sit with that one for a minute. Okay. Beware of excessive pride and bragging. Okay. Flavros. Focus on unlikely allies. People that we may distrust can be honest in certain situations. I like it. I like that a lot. I think it's really great. Focus on unlikely allies. People that we may distrust can be honest in certain situations. That's a way more positive message. Let's get to my Cal. Focus on opening yourself to greater power and reputation. So, I really love this combination of cards right now because this is like, hey, careful of that ego and make sure that you are picking the right battles. And maybe the people you've been trying to battle with are actually supposed to be your friends. Consider it. But also, you should definitely be more conceited, quite frankly, because you're awesome. It's a lot to juggle. But it's about finding a balance. And I think that's... it's almost like maybe what Libra is known for, but what Scorpio is good at. Focus on opening yourself to greater power and reputation. Well, I know I'm on that road, baby, so come with me. Anyways, this ended up being a 30-minute fucking reading, so I'm not doing the Halloween Oracle, but if you want, you can tune into the Scorpio and Capricorn bonus videos where I will check the voicemails. So you can tune in. I'm going to do lives on YouTube and Instagram Thursday, Friday. I don't know. I might, it depending on how tonight goes. Sometimes the next day I'm too tired or I want to keep going. So, check back on both. I'll try to announce, there's no way for me to announce shit on YouTube, so we'll just have to see. Anyways, I love you. I'm going to shut up. I'm going to go ramble somewhere else. And it was lovely to see you. Have a great evening. Thank you.